not gone as I planned at all. Do you like planning, or would you just like to take things as they come? Well, I normally like to take things as they come with maybe an idea of what I'm going to do. But yesterday, Sunday, I had the idea that I was really going to take one of those days where I do very little apart from languish in my pyjamas and catch up on Netflix, which I don't often do on a Sunday. I don't mean that I don't relax, but I choose another day to do it. But the universe, God, or cosmic consciousness, whatever you want to call it, had other plans for me and decided that a completely dead phone was going to take over my day. So really, it's not what happens to us, it's how we react to it. And I just thought, you know, sort of flouncing around and saying, how could this happen to me? This has ruined my day. I can't find any of my contacts, what do I do? Would not work in my favour, so I decided, well look, it's happened, deal with it, order a new phone, because it can take ages, can't it? Especially when you've got to listen to them reading out all the terms and conditions, and especially when you got through to a call centre in India. But I think I probably managed quite well to stay happy despite my slight annoyance of having my completely slovenly, is there such a word? My completely languorous Sunday interrupted, because towards the end of the chat, the young man, I presume he was a young Indian gentleman, he didn't sound very old, said, oh, you've really made my day. And I said, well, how's that? He said, well, everybody else has sounded a little bit stressed, but you've sounded really happy. And it's been really like just advising a friend which phone to have. Hasn't felt like work. And actually that made my day as well. So if I had reacted badly and been all sort of tense on the phone thinking, I've got to get this over, I want to get on with my Sunday, I can't believe this happened, but thought, hey, it's happened, let's just get on with it. I mean, I don't say that I always react like that, and inwardly, you know, I might have the slight curse, but there's no point in creating a fuss. I mean, my mum always used to create such a fuss, and I feel mean saying that because she was a very nice person, but she just would get upset sometimes and think that things were aimed at her, whereas it was just something that happened. For example, if we'd been shopping and she got back and she sort of pulled out the skirt or trousers or whatever it was she'd bought, and she noticed that the zip was faulty, oh, everything I buy, that's going back, and she'd storm back into the shop in a militant fashion, and I would dread having to go with her, and the whole thing, which could have been quite nice, was made into a horrible ordeal. You know, instead of just going, oh, well, actually if it was me, I'd probably just mend it, because I couldn't bother going back to the shop. Or I'd just take it in and think, oh, it's another nice trip, going back into town, that's nice, I'll go for a coffee, it's not the end of the world. And I'd also tell myself that there's some reason that it had happened, that I was meant to go back to town because there was something I'd missed or somebody I was meant to bump into, and that it was not all bad. So it's really not what happens, it's how we react to it. And I hadn't planned this video at all. I just thought I'd sit in front of the video and decide what I was going to say. And I think that's it really. It's, you know, you don't have to react in a bad way to things that you don't think are great. And if you just sort of accept it, because acceptance is bliss, it's railing against things that causes unhappiness. It's like, you know, it's no good railing against the weather. You want it to be sunny on holiday and it's raining, you've just got to make the most of it. The thing that makes this easy to do, more natural to do, is meditating. You just find that you really do see the silver lining more easily. Oh, and that reminds me, it's meant to be, I can't think what date it is, but it's meant to be the biggest, brightest moon in ages tonight. And I was listening to one of the radio presenters, and he was told this. Somebody, was it Ken Bruce? I think it was. Somebody came on the programme talking about the moon and said, will you be going out to see it? And Ken Bruce said, oh, I don't know, it'll probably be all clouded over, so I won't be able to see it. And the person who was on talking said, oh, don't be so negative. And then Ken said, oh, the next programme is going to be really, really great, yay. I mean, they weren't exact words, but I'm just sort of paraphrasing. He said, oh, I just can't do it. So, you know, some people just aren't happy being naturally Pollyanna-like and cheery, but I think if you do, it cheers you up. It's like if you bump into somebody in town, I don't mean literally, and you, oh, how are you? How are you? And they say, oh, struggling, surviving, soldiering on. It's a little bit depressing, isn't it? Wouldn't you rather hear, oh, I feel great, or life's happy, or I'm enjoying myself? You know, and the other one is, you know, you've gone out, it's actually sunny, you're happy, you're in your short sleeve t-shirt, you're bounding along, you think you might have an ice cream later, and you dare to say to somebody, oh, what a lovely day. What a lovely day. It reminds me of Ken Dodd. Oh, what a lovely day, Mrs. Oh, what a lovely day, Mrs. How tickled I am. That's bringing out my Liverpool roots, isn't it? Oh, what a lovely day. And they say, oh, but it's going to rain tomorrow. Or it's forecasting snow. You think, oh, my goodness. Another thing I remember really well, because I'm a great reader. I love to read. And I can't remember what novel it was. I think it might even have been a biography. And somebody said what a wonderful, wonderful childhood he had, because every night before he went to sleep, his mum would come into the room and say, another happy day tomorrow, darling. And even just hearing that, yeah, I think, oh, it's just lovely. It makes all the sort of happy bits stand on end. You know the way you used to hear something really happy and it makes your hair stand on end? I thought, how lovely to hear that every night, as opposed to that prayer that a lot of children were made to say, maybe they still are, you know, if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Well, that's not very uplifting for a child or anybody. So I think we should all go to sleep tonight saying to ourselves, another happy day tomorrow for us. I'm looking forward to it. So wishing you a happy day today and a happy day tomorrow, and see you soon. Goodbye for now, gorgeous. Oh, excuse me, frog in my throat. One more little thing. I'd be very grateful if you would subscribe. The subscribe button. Okay, and also I put some links down below to some books by Florence Scovel Shinn. She wrote The Game of Life and How to Play It, and The Word is Your Wand, and I think they're two of the nicest, most uplifting books about being positive and the power of your word and the effect it has on yourself and other people. So, okay, I'm definitely going now. Goodbye and see you soon.